With the Keyblade War all but forgotten, and those who knew about it believing it to be more of a fairy tale than history, time continued to pass with fewer and fewer Keyblade masters and wielders trained to fight against the darkness. In the not-so-distant past, roughly a decade before the writing of Sora's story in the history books, there existed 3 Keyblade masters. These masters were Master Eriquis, Master Xehanort, and Master Yen Sid. Underneath them, they were tasked to train new Keyblade wielders in hope that one day they too would become masters. Master Eriquis and Xehanort came from the line of trained Keyblade masters of Luxu. Evidence of this was the unnamed Keyblade being displayed on the wall when the two were younger. The unnamed Keyblade that holds the Master of Masters' eye was passed down from Keyblade Master to apprentice until it was bequeathed upon Master Xehanort. The Master of Eriquis and Xehanort named Eriquis as his successor to the Land of Departure, and to train more Keyblade wielders into masters. Though Eriquis became the main master, Xehanort held the unnamed Keyblade as his. The history is unclear here why Xehanort got the unnamed Keyblade over Eriquis, but Eriquis did have his own Keyblade that held specific traits of its own. Though there was no backstory as to yet found on Master Eriquis prior to his training at the Land of Departure, we do have knowledge of the homeworld of Master Xehanort. Master Xehanort had come from a small world known as Destiny Island, and he wanted to get away, so he decided to travel to different worlds. On his travels, he ended up at the Land of Departure and became a pupil and started his training to become a Keyblade Master. The history books become more active with the knowledge of these 2 Keyblade Masters is when they were a lot older. Master Eriquis was training 2 new apprentices named Aqua and Terra. Master Xehanort had been traveling for years doing research into the darkness, which he had been quite curious about since he was a young child. Xehanort traveled from world to world where he picked up a new apprentice by the name of Ventus. His hope for Ven was not only to become his apprentice, but to nurture and grow the darkness within him to help form the Keyblade, or X-Blade, that Xehanort hoped would open Kingdom Hearts. At this same time as well, a young King Mickey was under the training of a powerful sorcerer named Yen Sid to become a Keyblade Master. Yen Sid, another of the few remaining Keyblade Masters, entrusted the young King Mickey to investigate the appearance of a new monster only known as the Unversed. King Mickey had multiple interactions with the other 3 young Keyblade wielders throughout this time in history. The bulk of the events during this time started at a point when Xehanort had failed to make Ventus his vessel. He decided to separate the darkness out of Ven's heart by splitting him into 2, which created a new dark version of Ven known as Vanitas. With the creation of Vanitas, the appearance of the Unversed started to take over several worlds. Ven fell into a deep sleep due to Vanitas taking more of his heart than was intended by Master Xehanort. It's at this point Xehanort decided to leave Ven on Destiny Island, as the boy did not have long to live with so much of his heart gone. Ventus's heart at this time found help in a nearby young boy's heart, who offered to make Ven's heart temporarily whole again. While Xehanort was walking away, Ven raised his hand and produced his Keyblade, which stopped Xehanort in his tracks. Master Xehanort knew Ven's light was not extinguished, and he took the boy to Master Eriquis for him to nurture the light and allow Ven to grow stronger. Ven's light was needed to grow so that he could go up against his dark self and create the X-Blade, or Keyblade, that Xehanort desired. When Ven came to Master Eraqus, he was little more than an empty shell, but eventually started to show more of himself as time went on and his heart became stronger. His memories of the events prior to this, though, were gone. Ven became close to Master Eraqus' apprentices Terra and Aqua, training with them in the art of Keyblade wielding. The major event for our three new Keyblade wielders, Terra, Aqua, and Ven, started the day that Terra and Aqua took their Mark of Mastery exam, which is a ritual for Keyblade wielders to become masters. Master Eraqus had invited Master Xehanort to take part in the judging of the exam, and the results of this led to the events that would change all three of these young Keyblade wielders' lives. When Master Xehanort had first dropped off Ven to Master Eraqus, he became aware of the hidden, growing darkness in Eraqus' pupil Terra, and was now focused on molding Terra into his new vessel. To do this, Xehanort decided to awaken a bit of Terra's darkness during the Mark of Mastery exam. This caused him to use the darkness to help him finish the exam. After the events of the Mark of Mastery exam, Terra was approached by Master Xehanort, who encouraged him to embrace the darkness within his heart. Since Terra had used darkness to help him win the exam, he was not granted the title of Master. Aqua, on the other hand, whose heart was filled with light, succeeded within the trial and was granted the rank of Keyblade Master. It's at this point Xehanort leaves the land of departure and Terra decides to go after him, tasked with dealing with the new enemies, the Unversed, and to find Master Xehanort. As Terra was leaving, Ven tried to stop him, but Terra had decided to leave. After Terra left, Ven was approached by Vanitas to follow Terra, and he told him his friend was battling with the darkness inside him. Ven decided to follow Terra as he wanted to help bring him back to the land of departure. Aqua was also approached by Master Eraqus to follow Terra and Ven and was tasked with two missions. One, to bring back Ven to the land of departure, and two, to follow and watch Terra's actions as he traveled from world to world. Aqua could also sense the growing darkness within Terra, and she wanted to help her friend from falling deeper into the darkness. To gain more information on what Master Xehanort's true goal was, Terra got himself entangled with Disney villains. These villains had their own agenda in mind and wanted Terra to assist them, and in return, they would provide him with the information he was seeking. This was also the time when the villain Maleficent started to gain power. With his new contacts, Terra learned that Master Xehanort was after the 6 Princesses of Heart in the hopes to use them to open Kingdom Hearts. While Terra was getting entangled with dark figures, Ven and Aqua were following close behind, finding themselves also entangled in the problems of the worlds that they came across. They were not just looking for Terra from world to world, but also helping, dare we say, meddling, with assisting the citizens of the worlds with their troubles. As Aqua and Ven made their way through these worlds right after, or just as Terra was leaving, they learned Terra's actions within these worlds had not been that of the light, but of the dark. It was at Radiant Garden where all 3 friends finally came into contact with each other. It's at this time, before Aqua caught up with Terra and Ven, that she met a young girl by the name of Kairi and performed the Keyblade rite unintentionally to the young girl, after Kairi touched Aqua's Keyblade. When Aqua and Ven finally caught up with Terra, they confronted him about what they discovered from the worlds he had been to. It's at this time that the 3 friends got attacked by an enemy and they joined forces to defeat it. Once the enemy was defeated, Terra and Aqua tried to convince Ven to head back to the land of departure. Ven was reluctant to leave Terra as he feared for his friend's heart and the darkness that appeared to be growing there. Terra's strength in the darkness was growing, and with it came new powers. Due to this, he tried to distance himself from his friends by leaving Radiant Garden without them. Aqua decided to follow Terra, telling Ven he really did need to return back to the land of departure before she too left Radiant Garden. Master Xehanort decided to confront Ven at this point and confirmed to him that he was being molded to battle Vanitas so that they can form the Keyblade. And not only that, but Master Eraqus knew all along of what Ven was to become. With this new knowledge, Ven decided to head back to the land of departure to confront Master Eraqus. After leaving Radiant Garden, Terra found himself on an island world known as Destiny Island. Here he ran into two boys by the name of Sora and Riku. He could see great potential in both, but even more so in Riku. It was at this time he decided to do the Keyblade rites with Riku, which allowed the young boy to be a Keyblade wielder in the future. Aqua also found herself on Destiny Island after Terra had left. Upon running into Sora and Riku, she could see a great resemblance between Sora and Ven and Riku and Terra. Also, that Riku had had the Keyblade right passed to him, making Aqua believe that Terra was there before her. She also told Sora to watch out for Riku and to be there for him, as she could see a great potential to the temptation of darkness within Riku's future. After talking to the boys, Aqua left Destiny Island. It was at Destiny Island that Master Xehanort had confronted Terra with the news that Ven had gone back to the land of departure and that he might be in danger. Worried for Ven, Terra decided to head back to the land of departure. When Terra arrived, he saw that Master Eraqus was, in his view, attacking Ven with the intention of killing him. Unbeknownst to Terra, Ven and Master Eraqus had had a discussion prior to Terra's arrival, where Master Eraqus decided Ven needed to be destroyed to prevent the Keyblade from being created. Terra acted on instinct to save his friend, grabbing Ven and instantly transporting Ven and himself to Destiny Island. As Terra was getting Ven to safety, Master Xehanort appeared in front of Master Eraqus and killed him. Terra arrived back just in time to see his master defeated by Master Xehanort. Before Xehanort disappeared, he told Terra to come find him at the Keyblade Graveyard. Terra also left to find his way to the Keyblade Graveyard to confront Xehanort. Upon the fall of Master Eraqus, the land of departure started to become consumed by the darkness. On Destiny Island, Ven was confronted by Vanitas. Vanitas decided to divulge more of Ven's forgotten past to him, how he was an apprentice of Master Xehanort, and that he separated Vanitas from Ven's heart. Master Xehanort found Ven to be a weak apprentice for his intended purpose, and therefore extracted Ven's darkness from his heart in the form of Vanitas. It's also at this point Vanitas tells Ven he is responsible for the Unverse and to head to the Keyblade Graveyard. After leaving Destiny Island, Aqua runs into a passed-out King Mickey while traveling through the lanes in between worlds. Now in Aqua's arms, he murmurs the name Yen Sid. Concerned for Mickey, Aqua takes him to the mysterious tower to see Yen Sid. Aqua learns about the death of Master Eraqus from another Keyblade master known as Yen Sid. He also tells her the person responsible for killing her master, Xehanort, and Terra. Shocked by this, Aqua is in disbelief that Terra would ever do this. Aqua decided to find Terra, so she asked Yen Sid where she could find him. Yen Sid instructed Aqua that she needed to go to the Keyblade Graveyard to find Terra. Before Aqua leaves the mysterious tower, Yen Sid warns her to be on her guard. The events of the Keyblade Graveyard set in stone the fate for our three young Keyblade wielders, and future events to be documented within the history books. Terra, Aqua, and Ven team up to confront Master Xehanort and Vanitas to stop them from forming the Keyblade and summoning Kingdom Hearts. Ven goes in for a direct attack on Master Xehanort and gets frozen by him, which causes Ven to fall and being caught by Aqua before he reaches the ground. This puts Ven out of the battle until he can thaw. Master Xehanort then engages Terra into a direct battle, and the Aqua gets confronted by one of Xehanort's cohorts, Briggs. Vanitas decided to get rid of Aqua so that would leave him with the chance to directly confront Ven. His plan in combating Ven was to forge the Keyblade. Vanitas managed to get an upper hand on Aqua at the end of her battle with Briggs by knocking her out. This caused Terra to go into a rage and thus free his darkness from within him. Now, with his darkness released, Master Xehanort was able to unlock his own heart with his unnamed Keyblade. This freed Xehanort's heart to possess Terra as a vessel. Terra succumbed to the power of Xehanort's heart and fell into his control. With Terra's body now possessed and controlled by Xehanort, it left his armor empty and laying on the ground. But Terra's will would not give up so easily, and it lingered within the discarded armor. It's at this point the armor, now known as the Lingering Will, attacked the newly conformed Terranort. During this time, Ven finally thawed from being frozen and was able to just stop Vanitas right before he went in for a kill to Aqua. The two began to clash, and Vanitas began to merge with Ven, starting to create the Keyblade. As the two were fighting, King Mickey appeared in the Keyblade graveyard and woke Aqua. The two of them then engaged the possessed Ventus/Vanitas. While they engaged the outside merged version, Ven engaged Vanitas from within his heart. Aqua was able to get the upper hand and destroy the Keyblade, as well as Ven finally overtook Vanitas and destroyed him from within. After winning the battle, Ven then lost his heart and fell into a deep sleep. At the destruction of the Keyblade and the defeat of Vanitas, Terranort also lost to the Lingering Will of Terra. When the Keyblade was destroyed, a great light came from it, and everyone was sent into the corridors of space that was within the vicinity of the blast. Terra's Lingering Will armor remained in the Keyblade graveyard. Mickey ended up saving both Aqua and Ven, bringing them back to the mysterious tower with him. Aqua decided the best place for Ven, while his heart was still lost, was to return him to the land of departure. Upon arriving at the land of departure and seeing it succumbing to the darkness, Aqua found Master Eriku's Keyblade. She decided to lock Ven in the Chamber of Awakening, then she locked the world itself. This created Castle Oblivion. After Aqua was done, she headed to Radiant Garden, where she confronted the new Terranort and engaged him in battle. At this point, Terranort unlocked his heart again, which caused Terra's body to start sinking into the darkness. Aqua decided to dive into the darkness to save him. While they were falling, Aqua made the decision to abandon her armor to save Terra, throwing him out of the darkness. But by doing so, she got lost to the realm of darkness, unable to get out without her armor. Terranort was then found by Ansem at Radiant Garden. At this time, Terranort didn't recall who he was or what had occurred, only that his name was Xehanort. Ansem decided to take him in as his apprentice. As Ven was sleeping, his wandering heart decided to find refuge in a young Sora's heart, finally merging with the young boy. Before, when Ven's heart remained within him, repaired by the light of Sora, helping wake Ven at the beginning, Ven's heart now had left his body and found refuge within Sora's heart itself. It's at this point that our three Keyblade wielders remained separated. Xehanort became an active apprentice for Ansem and helped his research into the darkness and the heartless. This was the main starting point that influenced and shaped future events that will be covered in later history documentation. Ven remained asleep, locked away in the Chamber of Awakening within Castle Oblivion. Aqua's story in the history books is a bit more documented with her 10-year isolation within the Realm of Darkness. It was documented that, unlike the Realm of Light, time does not flow within the Realm of Darkness. Aqua finds herself in many worlds that have fallen to the darkness that are familiar to her. As she was making her way through the different sleeping realms in the land, she felt an unease fall upon her. She had a feeling that not all was quite right within the Realm of Light. The memories she had held of Terra and Ven kept her resolve going. Through her travels in the Realm of Darkness, Aqua was challenged not only by the sorrow around her, but also a phantom version of herself. The phantom version embodied all the weakness that was residing within Aqua's heart. Aqua found herself face to face with the phantoms of her friends Terra and Ven. Only Terra was able to converse with Aqua. Terra told her that he was lost to the darkness and that the him in the realm of the light was not him at all. He thought that being lost to the darkness must be the reason he could talk with her right at that moment. Terra began to change in front of Aqua, unable to contain Xehanort from taking over. As Terranort, he probed Aqua for the location of where Ven was hidden, even mentioning the Chamber of Awakening as a possible place to her. Terra's heart was able to manifest his old self beside Terranort and hold Terranort back from interrogating Aqua more. Terra then unleashed a chain attack, which not only engulfed him and Terranort, but Aqua as well. It's at this point it trapped Aqua, and she decided to give in to the darkness around her. The next instance in the history of what happened at this time was that King Mickey was in the Realm of Darkness and had felt Aqua's presence. Upon finding her, he managed to wake her up as she was passed out from the previous mentioned attack. Mickey divulged to Aqua about the events that were occurring in the Realm of Light and that Aqua had been in the Realm of Darkness for 10 years. Mickey confirmed that more worlds had already lost their heart to the darkness. To help reverse this, Mickey was in search of a Keyblade that was born within the Realm of Darkness and its twin was within the Realm of Light. With both Keyblades, they could close the door that has opened, this small door known as Kingdom Hearts. Mickey informed Aqua that this was not the Kingdom Hearts she knew, but a smaller version that was allowing the darkness to seep into the Realm of Light. Aqua then teamed up with Mickey in search for this Keyblade. It's at this point that both found themselves on Destiny Island, also one of the worlds that was trapped within the darkness, and discovered the location of the Dark Keyblade. While they were at Destiny Island, Mickey told Aqua about two boys who were fighting against the darkness in the Realm of Light. At first, Aqua asked if it was Terra or Ven, but Mickey said no, he had not seen them since they met all those years ago. He told her that the boys' names were Riku and Sora. Aqua then told Mickey she knew the boys, as she had met them when she had visited Destiny Island all those years ago. On Destiny Island, there was a hidden cave. Mickey had a strong feeling that through the door in the cave he would find the Keyblade he was searching for. Once Mickey and Aqua reached the door within the cave and opened it, they found a vast open area filled with darkness, and in the middle was the Keyblade. This Keyblade was needed to help shut the small Kingdom Hearts that was being opened in the Realm of Light. One Keyblade born of darkness and its twin brother born of light would allow the door to be closed and sealed, helping prevent the spill of endless Heartless into the Realm of Light. Aqua offers to be the one to help shut the door as the two Keyblades were sealing it, but Mickey informed her there was already another there that would help him, that was already tasked with this objective. It's at this point that Aqua saw young Riku running in the open, dark area. As Riku was running past, a swarm of Heartless went in to attack him. Both Aqua and Mickey went in to fight. Mickey in the battle had lost his shirt, and Aqua was able to get a hold of the Heartless by using a chain seal. As she was holding them, she told Mickey to continue without her. Aqua then got swept back through the door to the Destiny Island with a swarm of Heartless, and as she went through, the door disappeared. This is where Aqua remains today, trapped within the realm of darkness, ever wandering, ever waiting. Her only contact was with a cloaked man at the dark margin, where she learned more of the activity of Sora. Terra was still a captive and vessel for Xehanort, and Ven was asleep awaiting the day for Aqua to find him and awaken him. We are yet to know the true fate of these friends and what is to become of them in the events that are yet to unfold. This is where these three Keyblade Wielder stories remain at this point of the history books, until we learn more once more documentation can be found. Thank you for listening to my rendition of Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep and Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep 0.2 Fragment Passage. This is my retelling of the events that had happened in those two games. I'm hopefully will cover the remainder of the Kingdom Hearts lore prior to KH3, prior to it coming out. It is a lot to cover, and I'm hoping I can make it. If not, I will keep these lore videos going past the release of KH3. Hope you guys are enjoying this content and look forward to more to come. If you are, please like, sub, leave me a comment, and as always guys, happy gaming!